I'm going to take some time here to go through some of the technology that you'll find on these two frame platforms. First and foremost is the 650V wheel. As I said, these are trail and all mountain bikes, sort of in that middle category of mountain bikes. Why 650V? Along the same lines as what I've just spoken about. On the left, you kind of see the comparison of 650 versus 29er. You get, 650 versus 26 on the left. Increased rollover, better traction, increased momentum. Whereas on the right, we've got a comparison versus 29. We don't have that geometry compromise. We can get that perfect weight balance, perfect chainstay length, slightly sharper handling, quicker acceleration. Here you can see an overlay of the 2012 range and the 2013 range, just to show you what's changed between the two bikes when we've jumped up a wheel size. We've managed to make the chainstay length shorter on the 2013 range, even with the bigger wheel. We've done that partly through suspension kinematics. The axle path is more rearward, so we can squeeze a little bit less length out of it. Got a lower bottom bracket, a nice roomy front center, a slack head tube angle, and much improved standover clearance. We're bringing gravity tune technology into these bikes this year. Gravity tune was developed using the Orem platform, and it's a size-specific geometry where both the chainstay length and the front center change as the sizes go up. And we've done this because we want to keep the weight distribution amongst the wheels the same for different sized riders. So here you can see Owen on the left and Logan on the right. They're somewhat different in their heights. And you can see the length of that pink arrow from sort of crank area to butt is much longer on Logan than it is on Owen. So we want Logan's chainstays to be longer to make sure that they both have the same handling characteristics, even though they ride a small and extra large bike. So 5 different rear center lengths, 5 different front center lengths. And we do this all in the mainframe. So, for example, the actual chainstay link, if you were to hold it in your hand, is the exact same length on the small as it is on the medium and the extra large. We make all these changes in the front of the bike, in the mainframe, because that already has to change if you want to make the cockpit longer. So something that's pretty unique to this system. So there are the measurements. Starting out with the extra small at 419 millimeters. Shortest chainstays in the business, yet the extra large is still fairly short at 436. So that extra large rider, they're not being punished with a super long chainstay. It's still relatively short, but it keeps that weight balance the same. Suspension kinematics have been significantly adjusted between the two bikes. You can see here the pink pivot points for the new range versus the pivot points on the old range. Axle paths of the new sight and range, again, very rearward. The range slightly more rearward because of the more aggressive intended use of the bike. It needs to soak up bigger square edge bumps than the sight does. So same philosophy of axle path, just a little more exaggerated on the range. Leverage curves, very progressive, typical arc suspension, nice and supple at the start, bottomless near the end. Yet in terms of chain growth and pedaling characteristics, both bikes, we want them to pedal efficiently uphill, regardless of what the trail is at the very top to go down on. So we just make the pedaling characteristics pretty much identical. Take a close look at these bikes today. Grab the rear wheel, do the bend test, get out there and ride these bikes, drift them into corners. You're going to have a tough time finding a stiffer bike out there than these new range and sights. A lot of the design details have been focused on lateral stiffness in the rear end, oversized tubes, good connections to the solid forged parts.